So in this video we're going to be looking at observations when moving away. Now what you'll find on some videos and what some instructors say is that you have to do a 6-point check before you move away. Now a 6-point check is checking your, depending on the side of the road, but you always look at the pavement first, end up in the middle of the road. So you check your left mirror shoulder first, left mirror in front, behind, right shoulder, right mirror, and then recheck your right shoulder just as you move away. But that's robotic type observations. We want to be looking in an effective manner, so we're actually checking all around the car if it's needed and if it's necessary. So when you do get your driving test, the examiners will be looking for effective observations, not robotic observations. So on the last video done for moving away, this is where you'd now set the car up first to actually move away. Then we do our observations. If it's safe, then we move. So the acronym is POM, P-O-M, prepare the car, then observe around the car, and then move away if it's safe. So we're going to be moving away here, and I'm going to show you an example of effective observations, not robotic. So at the moment I'm looking where I am and I'm in a car park. And I will do another video, I will do another part to this video where you'll see that's what I mean by effective observations. So we're going to be moving away, so I'm going to set the car up first. So the clutch goes down into first gear. So I'm in a car park and I'm right in the far end of the car park. So we just need to make sure that we know what's around us and where the dangers are going to come from. So at the moment I've got a car reversing in front of me, and I've got an entrance to my right. So I'm just getting the general bearings of where I am first before I start doing my observations. There's barriers around me, there's a pavement. So what I'm going to do at this point here, I am going to look all around the car and I'm going to make sure that it's safe. I'm not going to check the mirror, but I will catch it as I'm coming around. But I'm going to look out the windows to see if anyone's walking towards the car. So as I turn my head around now, I'm just checking all around the vehicle. And I'm going to set the gas once I've checked around the vehicle, and then I'm going to give a final check to my right hand side, because that's the way the car is going to be going. So another little look, the gas pedal is set, I'm looking for the bite point, final check, and then I move away. So it's effective observations, not robotic observations. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just go around the block, and I'm going to park in an area where you'll see what I mean by effective observations. Okay, so I've parked in a different area now. I am on double yellow lines, but I'm not stopping you. Just a little tip, on your driving tests, examiners might ask you to pull over where there's double yellow lines, but they'll say don't worry about it because we're not staying there for long, which is the same as this scenario here. So as you can see, I've got a hedge going all the way up the left hand side of the car, and there's no space for people to walk past it. So the observations here now is only going to be primarily on this side of the car, on the right hand side of the car. I am going to check my mirror, but nothing's going to jump out of them trees because nobody can walk through there. So I'm going to set the car up as usual. So just have a quick look in that mirror, quick look behind, quick check of the shoulder, and just as I move away, quick check again, and away I move. So that's an example of effective observations, is seeing what's actually around the vehicle before you actually need to move away. So if there's a brick wall up this side of the car and I'm moving away from the right hand side of the road, then I wouldn't be checking the right hand side of the road because there's a brick wall there. So I hope you understand the difference between effective observations and robotic observations. The examiners can potentially mark you down for robotic observations because they can see that you're only following a sequence. You're not thinking for yourself and actually working out what you need to do to actually find out if anything's around you, which is going to be dangerous. So I hope this video makes a little bit of sense and it helps you out. And if it does, please hit the subscribe, please hit the bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.